Welcome back to the experience, everyone. Tonight I have my special guest, Brandon Hutchinson, back from NOLA FLIGHT. Shout out.
What's up?
With his co-partner, Mexi. How do I say that? What is Mexi? Sorry, y'all. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's how you start off the show, bro.
Yeah, give us some background on your gamer tag, Mexi.
Yeah, bro.
Honestly, my gamer tag back in
Talking
the day
to Mike.
was Slim Creeper, and that was my gamer tag for the longest. And I just wanted something original. And I'm Honduran, actually, not Mexican.
Right on.
But people look at me and
my wife's Honduran too. So
yeah, and I always get mistaken for a Mexican. So I'm like,
say the H.
Honduran.
She's from
Silent.
La Ceiba. Shout out.
Yep, that's where my grandma's from, actually.
Right, dude.
So that's dope. But yeah, and I want to say I was eating like a Pop-Tart or something that day when I was changing my gamer tag, honestly, and just kept it at that.
Felt like a good
original.
idea. Like, yeah, fuck it, bro.
Original, like, and it just stuck. Just had it ever since.
Hey, dude, that's how. I mean, how did you get NOLA FLIGHT, B?
So NOLA, obviously New Orleans, right?
Yep. Shout out.
I think I spoke about this on the last podcast, maybe, or a podcast before.
Just, in case people haven't seen that podcast.
Yeah, so
got a lot of people haven't watched all the episodes yet, so trying to get them to.
Yeah, definitely. So I always talk about this in like our staff meetings or in our organizational meetings, how we could have been like Skull Dragger Gaming or Dragon's Breath Esports, but I wanted to be bigger than that. I wanted to represent our city, our market. I love New Orleans, so I definitely wanted to have NOLA in the name. And then
yes, sir.
The flight comes from my like affliction for and my love for aviation, right? So I love planes, helicopters. I love flying. I've actually flown a plane before.
No shit, you're a pilot?
No, I'm not a pilot, but I did work at a. I
stole one.
Yeah, I worked at a small seaplane base. So I flew a Cessna 210.
No shit.
But yeah, so flight. I mean, I wanted it to be one syllable, right? I wanted it to be easy to say, and in the beginning, people were saying, "Oh, NOLA FLIGHT, that doesn't sound right." But
I thought it was catchy.
Yeah, but now it's like it just rolls off the tongue. So yeah, I think that they fit very well.
I love it, dude.
But that's not my gamer tag, actually.
No. What is it?
My gamer tag's actually Hooters Cook 223. Look me up.
Do they? Cook. Oh shit, bro. God damn, I forgot what my gamer tag was when I used to play. I mean, do y'all change them often, or is this like you get one and you just pretty much stick with it because that's what you're known for, obviously?
Nah, I mean, like I said, I changed that a while ago, man. That was probably within like 5-6 years ago.
But right now, like professionally, you play with the one you got right now.
Yes.
So you can actually like through certain games, right? You'll have a different gamer tag. Like for Call of Duty, you have Activision name, and that doesn't have to be the same as your Hooters. I mean your Hooters as your Xbox Live, because that's my So my Xbox Live gamer tag is Hooters Cook, but my Activision is NOLA FLIGHT.
That's a whole nother entity. Like Activision is like a whole nother network.
Activision is the developer for Call of Duty.
Right. Gotcha.
So you get like one change every like 6 months, or you can pay to change it, I believe. And then on Xbox Live, same thing. Like they'll give you one free one, but if you want to change it after that, you got to pay for it. So you got to think long and hard what your gamer tag is going to be, because you're going to be stuck with it unless you want to pay to change it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Shit. God damn. Well, you must really like hate it if you want to change it too. You're like, this ain't fucking working.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, you think people do that? Like they're like, fuck, man, I ain't getting famous yet. I ain't got enough like followers, and just like change the name. I mean, if Ninja changed his name, he would be nobody, right?
I mean, I don't know. That dude got to play with Drake, so like,
right. But I mean, like, if he like put his shit on like Pink Betty 101, they'd be like, where Ninja went? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess he would.
I think there's
but like he's always played, like he's always been like a pro type. So.
Right, he's just gonna fuck over people as a noob and then like go up the ranks type of shit. Well, I mean,
there's a difference between wanting to change your gamer tag just because you're not feeling it, or like if you're an actual content creator, streamer, or competitor and you want to rebrand yourself.
That's
right.
The question
so
I was, I guess, trying to think of.
I mean, I've seen it many a times where people have invested a lot of money into their graphic design, into their content with a name, but 6 months later, a year later, they feel like, hey, I want to rebrand, right? I want something fresh. I want something new. And gamers do that. So
no shit. I did not know that. I mean, the industry's $56 billion industry. I think I was watching it the other night on Netflix.
Definitely. I mean, the last time we spoke, it was
you told me
it was like 96 billion
or 96 billion.
So I haven't looked at the analytics recently, but I would go to say in 2022, it's definitely over 100 billion at this point.
Yeah, because I think this documentary I was watching on like the future or whatever, it was probably like last year or whatever. But yeah, it's I think it's more than sports.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, which is kind of wild when you think about it. Like you could be a potential billionaire as a gamer, right? Or a gaming company. I mean, I guess you can make money and play video games, Ma.
Well, there's so much more that goes into the gaming industry than just the actual gamers. Like we were speaking about it the other day. You have, obviously the developers, right? The devs. You have artists, people that are doing the graphics and the sketches for the game, right? Character development or storyline development. You have people that are doing film scoring. And then also, when you're putting out a product that ties into like marketing, sales, social media marketing. So there's so many avenues in the gaming industry right now that's, way more lucrative than just being an actual gamer. But being a gamer, like you have a love for gaming, so that may lead to a career with a different life skill.
Right.
So
I got a few questions for you. I'm prepared. Why would somebody, want to become a gamer, and I guess B, like what would like NOLA Flight do for them if you accepted them on your team? Because they got to get on, right? Like you don't just like take everybody, right?
Right. I mean, I'm gonna let Mexi. I'm gonna pass it over to him, but I'm gonna say one thing before that. In the beginning phases, it wasn't that we accepted everybody, but we needed a base.
Right.
We needed a foundation.
Needed people to believe in your brand.
Right. But we also needed that trust, because there are a lot of like scammers out there. There are a lot of people that say, "Oh, I run an esports team," and they don't come through with the things that they say they're going to do for their gamers. Right. So we did need a base, and most of those people did come from New Orleans, from like friends. And when you're able to provide a service through your gaming company for the gamers, that leads to word of mouth. So that's references, right? And I always tell every gamer in our organization, like, we don't have a recruiting department, because the gamers themselves are the recruiting department, right?
So if
they refer a friend and they think their friend is worth, our time, then we're going to accept them. But I'm going to pass it over to Mexi as to what NOLA Flight,
like the recruitment policy. That's fire.
As to what NOLA Flight can do for gamers.
So actually, how I met Brandon was through Twitter.
Tight.
Warzone clip.
2,500 followers just got. Congratulate.
Shout out.
Was through Warzone, in the middle of the pandemic, that's all I was doing, was just playing the game, just had a baby, so I was home all day.
Right.
Wasn't working, nothing like that. So he ended up following me, and, I hit him back up, and I was like, this is dope, from New Orleans. I'm a gamer,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like,
and y'all had never met each other.
Never met each other.
Damn.
Never met each other.
That's fire.
And literally, he hit me up, and I went through orientation. Ran a few tournaments, and me and him started playing, almost every night till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Son.
Just playing. And like I said, after that, I went through orientation, got on the team, been here ever since. And that's kind of like how we do now. We have a lot of teams, that run tournaments and stuff like that. Not just Warzone, Rocket League.
Yeah, I just had a big land event this past Saturday, and I mean, it was how many people were in that tournament? That was just like, how do you call it? A land.
So LAN.
Just trying to school all the listeners that don't know.
Yeah, local area network.
And myself.
I mean, in the LAN competing, we had 8 teams. It was a 2v2, so 16 people, right? But
yeah, it was tight, y'all.
At the event, including all of our gamers, content creators, streamers, staff, and then people that wanted to come meet us, plus their, regulars, I guess, that were at the venue anyways. Probably, I mean, there was probably like 70 people there.
Shout out Dibs, huh?
Right, shout out to Dibs.
Shout out to Dibs.
Thank y'all for letting NOLA Flight host that event.
But, just to like caveat off of what Mexi said, like that was his process, right? So he said keyword orientation, right? So anything that you're joining, right, you want to know what you're getting into, right? So you want to know what the ground rules are, you want to know what the code of conduct is, And I think that's something that we do really good at. And we get a lot of feedback from our orientations because a lot of gamers have been a part of like several teams, right? They've been a part of several organizations, and they come in and they say, yo, I've never, out of the 10 teams that I've been a part of, I've never been in an orientation. Like I've never had to fill out a player data sheet. I've never had to fill out a monthly survey. So, you know, we run it like a tight ship.
Right.
And
I like that.
We want them to know, we want our gamers to know from the jump that there is a standard when you're coming to play for New Orleans' premier esports team. Right. So when you ask, is anybody allowed? I mean, in some sense, yes, but we're able to be like intimate, right, with our gamers and be selective.
Right.
So anybody can join, but they have to be willing to, you know, cooperate with our policies and be able to progress in their own brand.
Put in the work.
Right. And we preach that all the time, is like, at the end of the day, each gamer, each streamer, they are their own brand. Their brand falls under the NOLA FLIGHT brand. Right. And like NOLA FLIGHT is the umbrella. So before they even get up to NOLA FLIGHT, if they're a content creator, they're under the content creation team, right? Gotcha. They have their own set of rules.
Gotcha.
If they're a Rocket League player, they're under the Rocket League umbrella. If they're a Warzone, Halo, whatever. So all of those teams have management, all those teams have staff members, and they fall under that, you know, category. But at the end of the day, the grand scheme of things, they're NOLA FLIGHT gamers. So they have to abide by the top law.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And all we want to do is motivate you to be the best gamer, best content creator, best social media manager that you could be for yourself.
You've been telling me that since the day I met you. That was like one of the first things you said. You're like, I was just trying to make, you know, I want to make everybody that's a part of NOLA FLIGHT like the best they can be.
Right.
Like, you know, you take yourself out of the equation. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But you brought like all these people together. It's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean,
and you had the memorial for your cousin Saturday.
Right. R.I.P. Broad Due Day 9. Nine's in the chat. Nine's in the chat.
Yes, sir. He helped you start the company.
Yeah,
you started together.
For sure.
I didn't said it on the last one, but you know, I was just kind of.
Yeah. Just reiterating the importance of his, you know, influence in the organization.
You've kept it going very well, my friend. Just wanted to tell you that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm going to let Mexi kind of speak on our other LAN events that we've done this year, right? So the first time I was on the show, we had not attended one LAN.
Damn.
Right? So we were doing all online tournaments and online leagues.
We were talking about that, yep.
So it was like a month after, or not even a month, but like 2 weeks after the first time I was on the show, we attended our first LAN event that was in Minnesota.
Okay.
All right. So since then, like in 2022.
The Halo LAN?
Right. But what was so the Halo LAN was our first one.
The Halo LAN was the first
one. So that was before I came. That was before I came on the show.
Yeah, and that was when we had like.
What was the Halo?
We had 2 teams that went there.
What was the one in Kansas that I couldn't miss because my grandma passed?
That was the one Brandon had to win to.
Gotcha.
HCS, Halo Championship Series.
Yeah,
but
it looked dope.
The first one we had went to, that was some in Lake Charles. So, but like that was awesome because we literally had like 20 people in the Airbnb for, you know, everybody's meeting each other for the first time and stuff like that. Like, I wasn't there the first night, but I was there for the second night, and like that was just dope. You know,
bringing everybody together. Dude, trying to make shit happen.
Definitely. Yeah.
What like, so as a gamer, like, what do you hope to get from your craft? Like, what like lies ahead for you, like out there?
You know, lately I haven't been really gaming, like talking about. You know, I have some issues going on with me, but before, you know, I was streaming on like the NOLA FLIGHT Twitch and stuff like that. You know, raising money to send, you know, teams to LAN because we were sending the Warzone team there. So I was like, you know, whatever we raise from the Twitch,
getting
like
sponsors and whatnot.
I'm not worried about it. You know, let them have it.
Right.
They could have it. You know, they're going. You know, I want to give them money.
Right.
So that's basically what I was
helping
doing.
Your team.
Exactly. Like that. I help this guy, you know, on day-to-day operations. You know, I'm not worried about myself. Like I'd rather get the gamers lined up, help them, because, you know, eventually, you know, like Brandon says, you know, we're gonna do what we're gonna do for y'all. Right. So, and I mean, we're always gonna be here. Like, I don't plan on stopping. I know this guy doesn't plan on stopping. I talk to this guy every day between 10 and 11 a.m. Like, I know that call's coming.
Well, me and Brandon has that talk, dude. We're gonna get a building one day, bro. It's gonna be like working at Google, but it's gonna be just playing around. Exactly. I mean, it's gonna be a good time.
And that's why, you know, NOLA FLIGHT, it is what it is, because like it is fun and we are family, and, you know, we all trust one another. Like I could tell you 2 years ago, I wouldn't see myself sitting next to the guy. I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, now I'm sitting here doing podcasts with him
Bro,
and you. And
that's what I'm saying, dude.
like,
I met this guy at a funeral, bro, and he fucking changed my life,
Yeah.
bro. So
and, you know,
I
it's
guess he's
funny
been
how
doing
stuff
that for
works.
people. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate, like, I really appreciate the love from you too, but that dude sitting on the couch over there, he's not in the, you know, he ain't in the shot
he
chat,
was being shy tonight.
but
being shy.
I want to say, you know, not only Mexi and not only any of our other staff, right? Because we got Tort that runs Call of Duty and Crypto, right?
We have many people on staff.
We have Adam, who actually had open heart surgery today and got out of surgery. So
Shout out to Adam.
Yeah, shout out to Adam Schmedium. He's going through the recovery process right now, but
speedy recovery.
Especially Tibbs, right? So Tibbs, that's on the sofa right now. He's our community manager, and I think
Anybody need to reload?
yeah, I'm a reload. Double tap that X for me, bro. I think something that they do really well together is engaging with our community. So like they're not one dimensional. They play Rocket League with the Rocket League players. They play Call of Duty with the Call of Duty players. They play Warzone with the Warzone players, and they play Halo with the Halo players. So, and I mean, tomorrow we could start a League of Legends team, and I guarantee you these dudes, they may never played League of Legends, but they're going to download it and they're going to play with them, right?
I'll be on there.
Yeah, so
I'll be on there.
so that's something that they do really well is engage our community. And I mean, you saw it firsthand when you came to our meet and greet, our 2-year anniversary meet and greet on
Discord,
Saturday.
that time on the Discord meeting, I was like, bro, he's got all these fucking people on this. Like, I mean, it's basically Discord is a.
But no lie, that took time though.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
that took time.
I was at the gym working out, and I was like, man, I ain't doing as much as this dude's fucking doing. But we talk like
we've
we're
had
talking
meetings,
business
you know,
all
where
the time. You know, it's
2-3
like,
people show up, and then we're like, you know, what the fuck?
I mean, there's been a lot of
well, that
frustrating
night they
moments.
had a lot
Like,
of motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
20 of them, bro.
Exactly.
I was like, what the fuck?
I mean,
was like, why am I here? I don't even like. I can't contribute.
Yeah.
I was just listening.
Well, I wanted you to come in and
No, because I was
see.
supposed to go to the event, but
Right.
You know,
Well,
shout out.
I wanted you to see the capacity at what we operate, and that's always my goal with.
I was intimidated, actually, bro.
That's my goal with like friends or small business owners or even corporations or guest speakers. I want them to see the capacity at which we're already operating at in 2 years.
Yeah, like we got like 9 crew members right now or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know, it's small, small, but we getting it.
And I mean, like
Small victories.
Tibbs, once again, I mean, shout out to Tibbs.
What's up, Tibbs? Shout out.
If we didn't have Tibbs, if we didn't have Mexi and all of our beautiful, great staff and coaches, then we wouldn't have a community. And I mean, they've seen it to where I was away on training, and I was away for like a month, and you know, they're busting their ass and they're working their asses off every day, making sure that the social media is keeping up, making sure that the Discord's keeping up. But they seen that hump, right? They seen that roller coaster of where things can go south, right?
Real quick.
But don't let that demotivate you.
Right.
Let that motivate you even further. Like, I got something to prove. And I think that that's something that's really good with them is that they've never given up and they've never let that affect what their dreams are, right? Because mark my words, if NOLA Flight doesn't go anywhere, then these guys can definitely get a job in the esports industry.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Sure.
And I tell everybody that, like, if you use NOLA Flight as a stepping stone, right? If this was your minor league team and it leads you to the major leagues, just remember where you came from and remember all the values and the goals that we instilled in you while you were here.
So is NOLA Flight y'all shooting for the top, obviously?
I mean,
100%.
Mexi, what you think, bro?
100%.
I mean,
Nothing less.
NOLA Flight sounds like a team that's like been out there for like, it just sounds like a company you would have heard of already.
It's simple, you know, and dope.
Yeah. It's pretty strong too.
I mean, realistically, Mexi, like, don't hype the org up, don't hype me up, but like by this time next year, by summer of 2023, what do you see us being able to do that we haven't done in the past?
I mean, there's a lot we've already done in the short period of time that we've been in. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing I could see is, you know, getting a major win at a major land.
Right.
Like that's literally like the only thing really we have left to do. Because once that happens, I mean, we're gonna get the hype behind us that we've been looking for.
I was driving today and I was like, you know what? I just eaten at Blue Oak. I don't know. There's something about Blue Oak. When I eat there, I just feel like
Shout out Blue Oak.
like New Orleans is just like running through my veins,
dude,
right? So
yeah.
I'm leaving Blue Oak. I'm driving down Carrollton, right?
All right.
I always forget the area. I mean, you could take the boy out of New Orleans, but you can't take the New Orleans out
no,
the
that's
boy.
Carrollton.
All right.
It's right off of Carrollton.
So
to
I'm driving down Carrollton. I'm
hyped up.
Yeah, I'm loving the architecture. I haven't been here in a while,
Right.
and
Number one murder capital.
the one thing that I was thinking about was like, dear New Orleans, like we're gonna bring you several major chips over the next decade, right? Like Super Bowl type shit, COD championships, Halo championships, Rocket League championships. That's the goal, is to bring the epicenter of esports to New Orleans. And when people think of esports, like right now, if you had to think about one esport, like the first team that when I say esports, what team do you think of?
I mean, FaZe,
Right.
100 Thieves.
And okay, so where's FaZe at?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Who do we hate?
Dirty Birds.
Atlanta. All right, so that's even more motivation for me to continue doing what I'm doing, because they're way ahead of the game.
Right.
But that don't mean shit to me. All right. Secondly, like LA Thieves. What team fucked us over in that before we got to the Super Bowl?
Facts.
The Rams. Los Angeles Rams. Remember the no call? I know everybody watching remembers the no call.
Right.
All right, so we got beef with LA. I'm just trying to put New Orleans on the map in another sports scene.
You told me that since day one, dude. I was
Right.
like, damn, bro. I was like, all right.
And we are well on our way.
Yeah, you are.
We got beautiful support from our staff. We got excellent support from our gamers and our content creators. It is unmatched. You would not think that, you would really think that, like, if you go look at our Twitter, our content, our Instagram, this is a professional thing. These gamers and these content creators treat themselves, they treat themselves as professionals at their craft. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the way it needs to be. It's not a fake it till you make it situation. You have to believe that what you're doing is making an impact. And I truly believe that 100%, 1,000%, all the way up from the owner, myself, to the staff, to the gamers, the content creators, and then to our fans and supporters, that they believe that this is a pro team. As long as we can continue to believe in that, it's gonna happen before you know it.
Right.
But I just want people to think about, like, for all the people from New Orleans, I want them to think about, like, when the Hornets first came here and when the Saints first came here, right? The Saints were an expansion team. Obviously, we acquired the Hornets from Charlotte. But in their very infancy stages of those being professional sports teams, they were completely garbage.
Right.
Okay, I was talking to my boy's dad today about this, because we were talking about the success of NOLA FLIGHT early on, and the lack of support, right, from the general New Orleans area, right? But maybe there's not a big understanding of what esports is yet.
Kind of like podcasting.
Right. But the Saints and the Hornets were not good.
Gotcha.
Okay, it took a long time for them to reach a success and to get sellouts. I mean, we were talking about, used to not be able to watch a Saints game because if it didn't sell out, then it was blacked out on TV. You had to listen to it on the radio. I mean, that's so far I don't remember the last time we had a blackout game, right? It's been a long time because the Saints have been so successful over time.
Right.
I just wanted to write down like our record from in-person events, right? LANs. And LANs are big things. You pay for players to go, and people are spending a lot of money to get there, and hotels, Ubers, food, and then team passes, jerseys, right? So investing into these teams to go to these events. And over the course of our LAN history this year, we're 15-12, and we've finished we've won one LAN. That was the Des Moines Gaming Club. It was a local Rocket League LAN. We won that first place, right?
Nice.
Championship.
Nice.
At both majors that we went to, which was the Minnesota Rocker Call of Duty LAN and the HCS Kansas City Halo LAN, we went 2-2 at both of those, right? So 500. Gotcha. And we finished in the top 50th percentile in both of those.
Gotcha.
And then at the Lake Charles LAN, between the two teams that we sent, we went 8-8. So that's a 15-12 record, right? And it's only going to grow from here. Right. So I feel like we're in our infancy stage right now, just like when the Saints and the Hornets first started off.
Correct.
And as the city continues to believe in the team and the city starts to support the team, it's only going to get better. But I just wanted to point out that already starting off in major events and major, gaming lands, that we are already ahead of the curve for a organization as young as ourselves. So definitely shout out to all of our gamers. And I actually left the Warzone LAN. We finished 3rd place in Charlotte at the Warzone LAN. So, we're getting podium finishes as of right now 40% of the time.
Right.
So big shout out to all of our gamers that have competed in LANs and all the support system that's helped us get there. And, you're definitely in that grouping. I mean, look at our jerseys.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, look at these fucking jerseys.
Dope shit.
Yeah.
You sponsored us for our Minnesota Rocker LAN.
Shout out Neutral Ground Farms, other sponsor, other sleeve. Yeah, these jerseys are dope, dude. I was actually pretty geeked out when you showed me, and then the response we got on Twitter was pretty amazing, because you've been schooling me on Twitter,
right?
I had to get on that ASAP. I was like, fuck. So it's thank you.
I mean,
for letting me sponsor y'all.
When we talk about social media, though, in the gaming scene, Mexi, I mean, where do you think it's at right now? Like, where do you think is if you're a gamer or a streamer diehard, what platform are you investing heavily into?
I mean, it depends. I like Twitter. I feel Twitter, it's easier to go viral on Twitter.
Brandon's been schooling me on Twitter, dude.
But Twitter's literally it's just way easier to go viral
Elon Musk
compared
to come on here. I was like, all right, if Elon Musk is gonna buy Twitter, maybe he'll come on the podcast. I fucking no response.
But yeah, I mean, it's just. I feel like it's just way easier to maneuver, you know what I mean? And more people are on there. Right. You'll go on Twitter every day and see a different clip that's going viral.
No shit.
Yeah.
I feel
easy.
over Instagram and Facebook and all that. No shit.
Yeah, easy.
But what would they say? Like, what was something that somebody said that fucking just went viral? Is it
it's more
a famous person?
No, it's just more like gaming clips, like certain gaming clips. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like I'm speaking from the gamer perspective.
Well, yeah. Well, Brandon.
You know
I follow. Brandon's got me. I follow a lot of y'all, and I get all the news. So I see what you're saying.
I think the accessibility, and I don't think it's so random as some other platforms. And I definitely feel like with Twitter, I get less promoted or sponsored posts.
Correct.
So I think the ability, right? Like on Instagram, it's going to be a consistent 29 or 30 people that like our posts, right? But on Twitter, we could have one that's 12 to 15 likes, but then we could also get one that has 180 likes. You know what I'm saying? And I've never seen that on Instagram or even TikTok for that matter yet. I mean, we don't really post on the TikTok, but
yeah, TikTok's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, TikTok isn't.
When Crystal Culture by Crystal Shoutout was on here on episode 18, and she was schooling us, and it's one video can just. Well, just like any other.
But it's like playing slots.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So once you hit big, you're hooked onto that, right? And you're going to invest into that. And luckily, I mean, time is money, but luckily you don't have to spend too much if you know how to edit videos and whatnot. But
right.
I think Twitter for the gaming scene is it's where it's at, bro. You're gonna get the news and you're going to see it, right? So that's not to say that everybody's going to like it, right? But the impressions, that's what it's all about, is the impressions. So we post something, we may get 7,000 impressions, but only 10% engagement rate, right?
Gotcha.
10% of the people that are seeing it are clicking it. But with TikTok, I feel like your impressions to your viewership to impression rate is going to be pretty similar. So if you have 230 views, probably only that amount of people saw it. It came up on their feed. I may be wrong.
Right. I'm still learning about
but I don't see too many use TikTok?
Not really.
Yeah. I'm
use
still
TikTok?
No, a little bit. I'm learning. It's
like I said, Twitter's my thing.
I've never
I'm more familiar with Instagram, but I suck at that too, so.
Use TikTok? Well, damn, we just some old fucks in here, huh?
Bro. Yeah, bro. Hey,
well,
dude,
I would say in my
my
limited time of using TikTok that if
I think my one video got 600 views. One of my little young customers got fucking 2 million. I was like, what'd you do?
Yeah,
he said some crazy shit though, some political shit, and it just blew up.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, bro.
But I don't think that like when I'm on a TikTok feed or, you know, on my feed, I don't just keep scrolling, right? And like see like something that catches my eye. I literally will like scroll up to the next video, watch a bit of it, and like if it doesn't interest me, I'll click to the next one. Like, does that count as a view?
I don't know.
Like if you played 1 second of a video and then you scroll past it, does that count as a view?
I think if it played on your feed, I don't know, man. Because as soon as I get on TikTok, I scroll to like 2, and it's always like chicks on there. So I just fucking take it off because I'm like, what the fuck? Every time I turn on my TikTok, it's chicks. It don't make sense.
Oh, bro, what you been searching up, dog?
No, dude, I started a TikTok and then weird shit happened.
But who'd you follow? Did you follow anybody on TikTok?
I think I followed 6 people. One of them was my wife. One of them was my friend Christina. Yeah, Culture by Crystal, Alyssa. Yeah, dude, it's like all girls. So I don't know.
Well, they're probably. I mean, you know those the algorithms of TikTok. It's like whoever you're following.
Yeah, because
like,
I put
that
in
AI knows what they're making, so it's gonna be similar.
Yeah, I put
content.
in like music, art, working out and shit, and it's just like chicks in like swimsuits. Every time I turn it on,
look,
it's like literally
chat,
like a weird ass shit.
Chat,
like,
if there's anybody out there that knows anything about TikTok, you can email NOLA FLIGHT at press.nolaflight@gmail.com. Get in touch with us, and we'll get you on the Discord because. Look, we need to be schooled on TikTok, all right? It's an asset that a business needs in this day and age. It's just beyond me. It's over my head.
Well, Crystal Culture by Crystal, she was showing me, but it's just you just got to put it just like you're putting time into your craft. That's a whole nother craft.
Right.
It's almost like trying to be Instagram famous. It's like I finally learned how to like mess with Instagram and like post stuff for the podcast, but like now you want me to learn TikTok and Twitter, bro. I still don't understand Twitter, and you've been trying to school me. He gave up on me a little bit because, not in a sense, is like it's rough, bro. So I guess like I gotta figure out which one I want to do. Like for gaming, it's Twitter. I don't know what it is for podcasting yet. You know, it's like I guess there's different avenues for.
You could even try YouTube Shorts, since you already got the YouTube channel.
Yeah, true. What's shorts mean? Like short video clips? We learning, bro. We learning. It's making clips.
I think with YouTube Shorts, it's up like a
people
minute
that do
long
that,
or
I'm
something
just
like that.
the people that make the clips, I just shout out Jordan Mendez.
Everything came from Vine, if you think about it. So now
little 6-second clip.
So like I get Vine because I used to be on Vine, right, when it first came out. But you look at TikTok. I mean, the limit of seconds of video is obviously longer, but the shorter the video and the more engaging it is, it's going to get a higher put on the algorithm based on time watched.
Right.
But all these other companies are starting to follow in line with TikTok. So like you have the Instagram Reels and now you have the YouTube Shorts. They're just trying to compete. Like we want you to come watch our version of that.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess it's who your allegiance is to. I mean, you already have the YouTube channel, like you said, right? Does Twitter offer anything like that? I know they got the Twitter story now, but
you could.
I tried putting a video. Yeah, I tried putting a video on Twitter the other day, and it was only I think it's like 40 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't even know if I uploaded it correctly.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Oh,
it's either 2.5 or 3 minutes.
I don't even know if I uploaded that bitch correctly. Did y'all see it?
I saw it.
Okay, cool.
It was the one with your your late night motivational rant.
In my underwear.
I did see that one.
I ain't gonna lie, my old lady's like, you should record this again. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna say it the same way. And plus, I realized I'm in my underwear, but fuck it. That's how I walk around my house, guys. So sorry.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, bro, fuck it.
Gotta be comfortable in the house.
Hey, dude, I'm just doing me.
But
you just called me at a weird time.
I just want to say that, and I spoke to you about this earlier, but like, tell me I'm lying, Mexi, that if this was like the stream room for somebody, right? Like if
I'd go nuts in the air.
Yeah. If one
dude, you like the vibe?
I mean,
yes, 100%.
It's hard for people to see. But
they're only seeing 20% of the
not
room.
Not even 20%.
This little corner, like
y'all are seeing like the lights and shit, but it's like it's a vibe in here.
But you could definitely put the camera, like you could put the monitor and the system and the camera in like a different place, different night, and you would think that you were in a different room.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like
we try to make it look badass, bro. We still working on it. It's a work in progress.
So like, I mean, if you want to sign with NOLA FLIGHT as like a video game streamer, I mean,
oh, dude. Well, I mean, you already know that's what I'm doing.
Like
you don't have to ask me.
I mean, you still got to come to orientation.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Wait.
Just to make that clear,
you're gonna have to talk in orientation too, though, Eric.
Yeah, you play the games.
Which
you stream.
One? Okay.
You said you play Metal Gears, right? Like that was your game back in the day?
That was Gears of War.
Gears of War. Okay.
Gears of War, good game.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Good game.
I chainsaw everybody. All the fucking
I don't know
people
about
like,
that, but
Well, I mean, I got like 100 kills in a row with a chainsaw.
oh
Once.
shit.
We talked
bro.
about this last time.
I used to go hard, bro. Like that's why I was before like this was a thing. Like becoming a gamer, it wasn't cool to be a gamer. So I mean, I was like 21, dude, fucking playing till 5 a.m. But you know, people weren't making money at it. I guess like it started coming out at like 05, 06, and at like 08, I quit. But yeah, dude, I mean, I would have.
Xbox 360
I'd have been a
days.
fucking NOLA Flight member right away.
If there was a way, just like with copier machines, they have hard drives, right? So like there was this thing on the news that I saw, and every time you go to get something copied at like the state, you know, right? Like you need a birth certificate copied, or like there's a hard drive that keeps a copy of that in itself, right? So
Correct.
like identity theft, people can get identity theft. What if you could take your old system and bring it somewhere, and it would just take all the data off of it and get all your old clips? You think you would go viral? If that was a thing?
Well, with the chainsaw, definitely. 'Cause
The chainsaw clip.
people hated that shit and they thought you were like couldn't play, but it's like, dude, I just killed 100 of y'all in a row with a chainsaw. What do you mean? Like, you got snipers, you got dudes with like bow and arrows that blow up, and like none of y'all can kill me. And I had a and I wasn't shooting at you, so like I was like running up on you like a ninja. Yeah, and then motherfuckers splitting in half. They'd be like, oh shit, he got me. And
So
I mean, that's
the
how I used to fucking murk people.
So the Texas-
She
Or the
did that
bow
100 times in a row.
without
That's
getting
wild.
killed, bro. Yeah.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre series was like loosely based on you.
No, dude.
And your
believe
gameplay?
it or not, I'm not even like a chainsaw dude. I actually like the fucking bow and arrow, but I wasn't as good at it as some other people. And some dudes would use like the scope, you know.
That game
with
was
the,
hard.
Yeah,
PvP, that game was
it
hard.
was a little rough, and like I didn't like 2 as much as the first. I mean, I guess after 1 was just that was a wrap, and then Call of Duty came out zombies, and then I used to go hard on that.
Yo, Johnny on the spot. 1, 2, 3. You know, we were speaking about your clip from Gears of War, right?
Yes, sir.
And I think we touched on this a little bit last time, but you know, that clip these days, right? It could change your life. And you know, since the last time that I was on the show, we've actually had players that posted a simple clip, right? And they tag us and we retweet it. And this goes back to like, what do you have to offer to players, right? Colleges and their esports programs are actually, you know, recognizing, right? Yo, that's a dope clip. So a couple months ago, LSU Tigers, Louisiana State University, their esports, their Call of Duty team, they like posted a comment on one of our COD players' clips and was like, yo, you want to come play college COD? And like that was a whole door open to this player that he would have never had, right? If he wasn't using social media, if he wasn't using Twitter, or if he didn't tag us, they may have not have seen it. And recently we've had a player that plays for our Call of Duty team signed to Nicholls State.
Wow.
He's not even from Louisiana.
2 nights ago, Monday night actually.
Yeah,
That happened.
the first NOLA Flight gamer to ever be signed to a Division I esports program.
Wow.
And he's not even from Louisiana. He would not even know about Nicholls State. He wouldn't have that opportunity. I mean, maybe he would. Maybe he would have a different opportunity and where he's from. He's from El Paso, Texas. Shout out Mark the Shark. But what I'm saying is that a simple clip can open up a multitude of doors for you, you know, and opportunities. And, you know, I posted something yesterday about, you know, if there's any D1 programs, like I want to see more NOLA Flight gamers. Like, sure, we brand ourselves as the premier esports organization, and we're trying to be pro, right? I would say that we're pro amateur right now. And most people would say like college is a step backwards from where we're at, right? Because we do have kids graduating from college that want to come play for NOLA Flight. However, if our platform leads to an education for somebody to better their life, like in the real world, that's amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Which wasn't possible when I was playing.
Right. Exactly. But
They
It's
look at
pretty
you like
cool,
you were
yeah.
stupid if you
Yeah.
asked them.
Like, I don't even think you can go to college and play video games for school. So now you can. It's kind of tight.
and you know, there's scholarship opportunities, and you know, and you don't have to go to school for anything that's gaming related. It's just like you being a football player
Yeah,
or a basketball
exactly.
player and you going to get a communications degree,
Yep,
or if you
yep.
want to get a law degree. I mean, the world is your oyster.
Right. Most
But-
people that sign up for sports for college, they don't make it to the pros. You know, they got
Right.
Get a
They
real
have to have,
job. So
they have
you
to have their
better get
fallback.
Better get that degree.
Yeah.
So you have the possibility of becoming a professional gamer making millions, or get that business degree.
Definitely. So I just wanted to, you know, make that point, right? Because it was something that I had thought about.
Yeah, and you talked about that in the episode we did.
Yeah.
And I thought that blew my mind because I was like, wait, you can go to college and play video games?
Right, but
they even do it in high school though nowadays.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Like they didn't do that in high. I was just in high school
dude.
10 years ago.
Do that? No.
Like,
no, you wouldn't play video games after the street lights went out. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't like striving to be a millionaire. It just wasn't in the cards.
You were just doing it for the fuck of it.
You just loved it. But I mean, the dudes that are making that kind of money love it. You know, as we did. It's just a different generation. I love it.
Yeah.
But the follow-up episode is like definitely to recap, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What did we talk about in the first episode that's come to fruition by the second episode? So we did talk about the ability to go play college esports,
Correct.
the ability to play high school esports.
Right. And you got somebody signing
But
that's on your team.
now we're seeing it like come to fruition.
Correct.
So, I mean, I think that that's a beautiful thing.
We
and
manifested that out there.
We manifested that. And like
Shout
I said,
out.
I want to see more, and I hope that we can push more for our players to get access to college esports program and you know, help the pipeline of Louisiana esports all the way up to college and all the way up to the pros.
What's next for y'all? Like, what's y'all's short-term goals, long-term goals? What's the next step for NOLA Flight moving forward?
You know, just like after the last episode, always, you know, brand awareness. And I was thinking about it today. Like, we want New Orleans to love us like we love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's a huge thing. I mean, look at our jerseys, bro. Like, chat.
It looks like somebody. I mean, it looks straight from New Orleans.
It's Mardi Gras. I mean,
Yeah.
we got the Fleur de Lis right
Yeah,
here,
dude.
right? We got. I mean, you can't really see it with the light,
It looks
but
perfect.
we got the
you
bourbon.
gotta stand up. Let the camera
Yeah,
see
dude.
it.
Yeah. Turn around. Show them the city. At the bottom of the shirt, they got the city. If y'all can make that out, yep. Shout out. I mean, it's a dope shirt. It's a dope jersey. Sorry.
Look, I'm wearing this is a limited edition jersey right here. It's actually going to one of Barstool Sports gamers. Got permission to wear it for promotional use only,
Thank you, sir.
but I'm going to turn around so y'all can see the back.
Shout out Barstool NOLA.
Yes, sir. Barstool NOLA. Shout out. 504, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. Turn to the right a little bit. Yeah, dog. Yep, just like that.
And what's the number?
504.
Right.
That's what area code is that, people. Shout out.
So, short-term goal would be to continue, like, you know, just continue day-to-day operations, be realistic, continue to set realistic goals and work to achieving them. I would definitely like to, like I said, one of our short-term goals would be to see more NOLA Flight gamers being signed to D1 programs for the fall semester after the summer. We have some lands coming up, so as a team, we're not competing in the Rocket League Worlds, but we're going as a team for, you know, team building exercises as well as to create content, you know, getting mass amounts of NOLA Flight gamers in one place for photo shoots, videography, and, you know, we want to continue to do the things that set us apart from being like a online esports organization, right? Because there's a ton of them.
Right.
We want it to be more intimate than that, and we want it to be more of a, you know, a physical presence. You meet and you when you meet somebody in person, you have that bond with them. So that's a short-term goal for me, is that more NOLA Flight gamers continue to meet each other in person and create those bonds, those lifelong bonds. Another short-term goal that we have is sponsorship acquisition. So, you know, finding local New Orleans or Louisiana-based businesses, things such as, you know, Gnarly Barley. Shout out Gnarly Barley. Like, we would love to see local brands get involved with our operations.
Blue Oak Barbecue. Shout out.
Yeah, Blue Oak Barbecue always. I mean, I always say unofficially, unofficially, the
Yes.
unofficial official
I
barbecue
thought I
restaurant
Blue Oak
of
until
NOLA
Brandon.
Flight.
Until I met Brandon. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so, and just continuing to compete, well, really before compete, but continuing to sign, orient, train, and compete at a high level. So that's not just the gamers. That starts with the staff, right? And it's the trickle-down economics. So if we're busting our ass, It's going to trickle down to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, and it'll get down to the gamers or the streamers.
Follow suit.
Yeah, but we want to, set the example, continue at a high standard, and continue to push for a professional esports program, team, organization in New Orleans. That's a short-term goal, because it's just the continuation of it, right? It's not the actual execution of it, which would go into long-term goals. So, I mean, do you want to hear our long-term goals?
I mean, we talk about it a lot, so I'm down.
All right. I mean, I want to ask Mexi.
Dream big, baby.
What's one long-term goal for NOLA Flight, for not for yourself personally, but one that you want to see the organization achieve?
I would definitely say, like I said earlier, to see any team win like a major LAN. Like that would be some like next level esports shit.
Accomplishments.
Definitely. And like that would be for
biggest,
any team,
the biggest tournaments.
Rocket League, COD team, whatever. Like that would just be dope to see. Because like I said earlier, I've literally seen this from basically almost the ground up.
That's what's up.
Like, and this is, like I said, I talk to this guy every day. This is one of my best friends right here.
He's a good dude, man.
Like, and I've only known him for 2 years. Like usually, I just like be like, whatever, dude,
Well,
like
I mean, it's like me and Brandon was talking about when I first met him. It's hard to find people that like believe in what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
it's going to be a small group of us.
Yep, 100%.
And then you're building a team, which is really hard. And it's not as easy as it sounds, man.
It is not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, dude. People
at all
trickle off. Like they'll be like, yeah, that sounds tight. And the next thing you know, they're like, they weren't really for you. They just maybe they liked you or whatever. So it's kind of it's definitely
And you kind of know, after talking to like so many players and coming around so many players, like, when they come in the meetings and you talk to them, you already know, like,
right,
this dude's only going to last like a month. Like,
right.
We're not going to hear from him again because we're asking for too much.
Yeah.
And like, we don't even ask players for a lot.
Well,
Like,
I mean, it's going back to what I said, man. It's hard to find people that believe in what you believe in.
Exactly.
If you believe in something, you're going to do whatever it takes. And if you just don't give a fuck, you're just going to be like,
fuck it.
Not show up.
But in the beginning, like, we would come across a player and be like, oh, this dude's motivated. Like, he's the one.
They got the posers.
But listen, we've been through so many players, so many gamers, content creators, that by this point, we know if someone's bullshitting or if someone's for real.
Yeah.
And it's usually the quiet ones that just want to feel you out. But you can tell by their social media. Like, so we do a lot more digging and internal investigation when it comes to, like, signing players these days.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess you got to, right? So nobody's wasting your time.
Dude, they have some weird people out in this world.
Well, I mean, that way nobody's wasting y'all's time.
Right.
Exactly.
Because y'all are investing your time in these players.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, all right, man, talk to you next week. It's like you're speaking with most of these guys daily, having meetings on Discord. I mean, I've been a part of a few of these things, and this shit's real. I mean, I always like look up to Brandon for business advice, and I mean, he's doing it right, bro.
And like, this is probably more of a midterm goal, right? And I don't really think about midterm goals, which I probably should. I mean, when I think of short-term goals, I think of like 1 month to a year, right? And I just categorize that all together. And then anything over a year to me is a long-term goal. That's not the way we did it in business class when I went to college, right? But a midterm goal for me that I would say that I'd like to see happen within the next COD is that we sign, and it could be maybe the next Halo or whatever game. I already feel like we're there with Rocket League. Like, I feel that we have like premier
with our players, 100%.
Yeah, like we have like a really, really good Rocket League team.
100%.
But when it comes to Call of Duty, like that's like a main focus. That's one of my loves. And people say, oh, all NOLA Flight cares about is Call of Duty. I don't think that that's true.
Right.
But we started off as a Call of Duty team, so like that's just the way it is. We want to be successful at Call of Duty. But one of my midterm goals is to sign a elite roster, right? And it costs a good bit of money to do that, but we are grinding for that, and we want that to happen. And that's not to take away from our Call of Duty players that we have now, because we have great Call of Duty players.
Right.
But there's definitely a difference in the elite players that have played on the pro circuit that are just waiting to get called back up. It's like playing in the minor leagues. There's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
But we want to be able to sign that team that's going to realistically go to a major land and run the table and win it all. That's a midterm goal. And when he spoke about long-term, when Mexi spoke about long-term goals and bringing home a major land championship to New Orleans, I don't want that to happen too soon, right? Because with that, it's just with anything else. It's great for one day, and then it's forgot about. If you don't produce again, then it's like, okay, yeah, you won one major land, or you won one Super Bowl 20 years ago, like cool beans, right? So when we get to that level, I want to be able to sustain that level.
Right.
And I want to be able to continue that consistency. Like if we're winning lands, then we need to be like, I'm going to be like, we're going to win every land.
Right.
We're going to bring home every championship for New Orleans. Now that may not be realistic, but that's going to be my mentality. And that's how I'm going to, proceed with who is going to play with NOLA Flight or who we're sending to the land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just the nitty gritty of the business. And like I said, there's levels to this ship and having to level up to that point. And I do believe that we have players already within our organization that are those diamonds in the rough that luckily have not been signed by professional esports teams. And they just need some guidance and they need to be able to polish and refine their skills. So that's a little bit about that goal.
Right.
But another long-term goal, and the most important one, is one that, we've all talked about, maybe not together, but is getting that brick and mortar spot. Right, getting that building.
Oh yeah.
That has
Shout out.
living space for the NOLA Flight gamers. Yeah, it has.
Yep.
Shout out Tibbs too.
Yeah, big dog.
It has 10 plus high quality PCs. It's got living quarters. It's got a kitchen. It's got a meeting room like we talked about. For all the companies that'll be having leasing space.
All the kings sit at the table, as Baba would say.
Yeah, exactly. And, that's a huge goal for me. And I'm going to work my ass off to accomplish that goal to where we have a brick and mortar physical space where companies alike have a place to go and work every day. We're not working out of our homes, because in essence, that's what we're doing right now. Basically. And it's not conducive. I mean, we're making it work, but it's not conducive to a working environment.
My wife hates it. Shout out.
Whose wife doesn't hate it?
Yeah.
I mean, Chad, come on.
Like I told you, Gary Vee was in his parents' basement for 10 years before he blew up. So, I mean, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
I get bitched at every day about it.
Amen. It's all for a purpose, bro. It's all for a purpose.
Exactly.
Short-term goals, long-term goals, like you said.
And midterm goals, too.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one. I never heard that one, but that one was good.
Midterm goal, right?
Yeah,
because
yeah, you got a few of those bitches in there. You better start rethinking your steps.
Right.
Like, you know what? Did I aim too high for the stars? I should have shot for the fucking moon.
Exactly.
Shit. I'm gonna shoot for what's beyond the stars.
I mean, that new telescope just came out. Those new pictures.
I didn't see those pictures. Those pictures.
The Webb telescope.
Whatever's beyond the stars, I'm shooting for that shit. I fucking might land on one star. Fuck it.
Hey, bro, what's that movie? It's like Intergalactic.
Interstellar.
Yeah. You don't want to be like them, bro. You don't want to aim at beyond the stars because you don't want to wind up on one of them planets that they got a tidal wave coming every hour.
True. Yeah,
all right,
fuck that, dude.
So let's just shoot for the stars.
You're right. I'll shoot for Austin.
All right, yeah, hell yeah. Austin's a dope ass city. Shout out Austin.
Yeah, dude. We could have a couple different headquarters. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with thinking like that.
Start off with one.
Yeah, bro. But New Orleans first.
Exactly.
That's one thing I liked about you.
And that's the hardest part about New Orleans is getting the team.
Well, yeah.
Getting the hometown to ride.
That was the one thing when Brandon was like, I just want to put like New Orleans on the map. He like, I've been wanting to get out of here for a minute, and he like made me want to stay. So I was like, damn. All right, well, maybe if this guy's coming, I could join forces with him, and maybe we can, because
exactly.
I mean, the city's beautiful and it has a lot to offer. I just feel like it's underestimated, underrated.
100%.
Kinda, get shit on. I mean, it's the corrupt politicians and shit too. I mean, a little bit of everything.
Well, but, I don't want to get like too deep into this topic because this would be a whole nother podcast. But I just want to say that, when I see people that are successful and, they're doing their thing, I feel like a lot of people move away from New Orleans for better opportunity. But I want to sit here and tell you as somebody, as a person that's from this area, that there's plenty of opportunity here and there's plenty of growth and there's a lot, people need to stay. People that are successful need to stay in this city in order for it to continue to grow. And, I refuse to be a part of, the moving away from this city, right? Because I want to grow the city. I want to make the city, pre-Katrina, I want it to grow. I want the population to grow. I want it to be better, and I want to give it something to be hopeful for, and create a beautiful thing for the city. So
maybe another Super Bowl like the Saints.
I'm asking, yeah, exactly. And like I said, this could be a whole nother podcast topic. But if you're listening out there and you're a business owner from New Orleans, like, don't lose hope. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to get better, and there's a lot that New Orleans has to offer you, and there's a lot of growth and opportunity still here. So, stick with it, and let's do this together. Let's build this city up together, right? So that's all I got to say.
Yes, sir. Beautiful, beautiful. You guys got anything y'all want to shout out? I know you said you wanted to shout out a lot of the people that represent y'all and back y'all up 100%.
Well, for those that have listened through 100% of the podcast, we love you. You know what I'm saying? You make our algorithm go up, and like, I know it's hard to listen to 100% of a podcast or a clip or, watch a stream or anything, but we want to shout out our social medias: Instagram at NOLA FLIGHT, Twitter at NOLA FLIGHT GG, TikTok at NOLA FLIGHT GG, Facebook NOLA FLIGHT Esports. And if you're in the business of getting NOLA FLIGHT jersey customized with your gamer tag, your number, go over to nolaflight.com. There will be a section for it, and we're always dropping seasonal merch drops. You can go check out our rosters, all of our amazing content creators, all of our amazing competitors, and really see like how we operate. Like, that's all I'm asking is for you to take a chance. It takes a few seconds to go to nolaflight.com and just see what we have to offer, right? And what we are building. And I want you to be excited about it. I want you to be behind it. That's my biggest thing.
Especially if like you want an opportunity to go to college. You have players that just got signed on. So, I mean, you're opening up different doors for people that, I mean, that's the first time I'm hearing this shit, besides we talked about it. So
right.
That's good, dude.
Weren't we fishing when that happened?
Yeah, we were.
We were.
Yeah. We were trying to catch a shark or mark the shark after we heard about that.
Because we had just seen it. We had just seen a shark out there.
Wait, when y'all were fishing?
Yeah, at the boat launch.
Yeah, folks. So your kids can go to college if they play video games. Look up NOLA FLIGHT. I appreciate you guys coming on, guys. Thank y'all for. I think we finally got the camera looking good this time.
Oh yeah, this is definitely an upgrade from the last one.
Yeah.
But I want to shout out, some very special people within the organization.
Go for it.
I'm gonna start from the top. Obviously, shout out Mexi, that's here by my side, right hand man. Shout out Tibbs, on the couch over there. Shout out Schmedium. Like I said, he got out of surgery today. He's our chief of Rocket League operations. Another right hand man. Huge part of the organization. Shout out Tor for Short, Crypto, running the Call of Duty over there. Huge parts of the organization. I definitely want to shout out all of our people that have played in LANs, this year. I'm not going to go into all the names. It would take forever, right? But
the Discord list is long, bro.
Right, it's long. It's long. I'll shout y'all out in the Twitter or something, but it would take forever for us to. I mean, last time I shouted out a bunch of people, but we were a lot smaller 4 months ago.
Bro. Yeah, that's great.
But
growth is good.
Shout out to our affiliate partnerships with Innovative GG, who does our jerseys, Level Up Snacks, Juggernaut Energy, JG Powerhouse, obviously Eric's ADHD podcast, Neutral Ground Farms.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate all that you guys do. Most of y'all are local New Orleans businesses, and we love to see you guys supporting what we have going on. And, hopefully the feeling's mutual because we support everything that y'all are doing.
Pleasure to be a part of it, bro. Thank you for letting us sponsor you.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to our competitors, content creators, streamers, everybody that's involved, fans, supporters. We love y'all. We love the flight crew. I know Mexi loves the flight crew.
I love it.
Mexi's the epitome of the
love
flight
it.
crew.
Dude, as soon as I met Mexi at the land tournament thing, well, the night before, I was like, bro, this dude's cool
Yeah.
as fuck. And
Yeah,
we were just chilling for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I was like, damn, I got to go, but I'm going to keep chilling with this dude for a bit. So,
And
yeah.
And then, you know, shout out Storm Surge Gaming. Y'all don't know about that yet, but that's going to be coming soon. I'm not going to give away too much proprietary information on this, but shout out Storm Surge Gaming.
Definitely shout out Storm Surge.
You know, shout out to all of our organizations that we collaborate with. That would be a whole nother list. I don't, you know, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or leave anybody out, but we love y'all.
Damn.
Shout out Dibs for allowing us to hold the 2-year anniversary meet and greet party and land there the other night. Hopefully I'm not leaving anything out.
I don't think, man. I think you're good.
Oh, shout out to our wives for allowing us to be here tonight.
Yes. Thank you, baby girl.
All right. Had to close it out with that. You know, once you shout out your wife, then it's like, it's game over. You made it happen. Like, thank you. Appreciate you. All right.
100%.
And Eric, thank you for allowing us to be here tonight, bro.
Hey, dude, thank you. I told Mason Saturday, I was like, bro, thank you for introducing me to Brandon, like, unexpectedly.
You're giving him too much credit, bro. He didn't introduce you to me.
No, I know.
I introduced you to me.
You came up to me, bro, but you know.
And then shout out to Brandon over there running the 1s and 2s as
sir.
always.
Money,
and
as
shout
usual.
out.
Savage Life.
Shout out to Chris.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah,
I think we covered it all.
Yeah, Jordan, everybody out there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, we got a lot of people. Schwinn, Tyler. There's a lot of people out there. Clever Breed, Clever One. Yeah, there's a bunch.
We love you, New Orleans. I just want you to know that. We love you, New Orleans. We love you, Louisiana. We're representing for y'all, and we're going to bring you home a chip. You heard it here first. That's it. That's all I got to say. I'm done. I'm done.
Bye, y'all. Peace.